Crafters TV. It's Sunday. I'm calling it Super Sunday. I mean, it's going to be an amazing day. There is so much epicness coming your way today on this Sunday. We're kicking it off with a fabulous masterclass, which is a range that I think a lot of you are going to already own. So I know that you're going to be picking up a lot of hints and tips and inspiration and fabulous projects as we go along. If you don't have it, we've got you covered. Don't worry, because we've got some awesome deals coming up in this show as well. And we've got an awesome crafter as well. Oh, yes, we have. Debbie Fisher is with me in the building. How are you, Debbie? I haven't seen you for ages.
I know. It seems to have been forever, Joe. And actually, it's my last day today for a month. I'm not actually up here for a whole month.
I'd have worn my veil if I'd have known. But Debbie is coming up. Loads of demonstrations planned, which is awesome. Loads of you chatting away already as well. Diana from Indianapolis is here. Terry's in from Ohio, Terry. Judy in Oregon. Stacey from Glasgow. Rebecca in Austin. Charlotte from Georgia is in as well. Lovely to have everyone's company. Definitely get in touch with me. I feel like it's Sunday, so we can up the familiarity on a Sunday. Like, we're just all mates on a Sunday. If you've got salacious gossip for me, slide into the DMs or leave me a comment on Facebook or, of course, on YouTube, and I'll pick them up on my trusty iPad. Also, because this is a masterclass, we always put the masterclasses together in mind with stuff that you guys will already own, stuff that you already own, you're already crafting with, you already love, because we want to give you as much inspiration as we can. And that means, of course, that I know lots of you will already own this and will already have made lots of fabulous things with it. So if you've got pictures of those fabulous things, please drop us a line, or not drop us a line, send us an email. That's what I want you to do, with that picture to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we'll share some of those as we go through the show. I think it's always lovely to see what everyone has been working on. We are, of course, talking about balloons. Lots of balloons. And we have got balloon sentiments for you on the show. We have got balloon alphabets and numbers for you on the show as well. Here you're seeing the big balloon sentiment collection, £73 or $92. You've got paper pad in here. You've got loads of sentiments. We're going to give you glitter card in there as well. It is an awesome, awesome deal. $58.40 for platinum members in the UK. $73.60 for platinum members if you are in the US as well, which is awesome. I'll come to that in a second and I'll go through that, but we're going to have a look first at the alphabets. We've got you covered, so you can either go for sentiments or you can go for the alphabets. It is completely up to you. I think a lot of you are going to want to be going for both of these, which would be awesome. And if you do, you'd be looking at, £107 in the UK to go for both of them, which is an awesome price. So here we are. You're going to get all of your letters here, as you'd expect, and you've then got your numbers here as well. Now, the letters and numbers are awesome for personalisation. If you want to add people's names to projects, you want to be doing big milestone birthdays, of course this is going to allow you to do that as well. Lots of added little bits of extras as well within the numbers there as well. £34 if you want to get that, or $55, which is awesome. But what we're going to go for is I'm going to take you through the big collection. Now, what I'd say is everything in the big collection is all available individually as well. So I'll give you the details as we go through. These are the celebration essentials that you've got here. So you can see you've got awesome stamps and dies. So it means that you can cut out all these balloons. You've got bunting, you've got cakes. I mean, guys, we're having a party, and this is going to allow you to construct a full project, which is absolutely awesome. So we've got that is there for you, which is awesome. So do grab that one. Now, am I right in thinking then, no, this is in the big collection for you as well. If you're going for the big collection, you're going to get everything I'm showing you, but I'm going to show you all the individuals as well. Now we need to have a word, because this is gorgeous. I mean, if you want, let's look, we're all celebrating at the moment. Let's channel our celebratory energies and create something gorgeous. I love this because it is pink, it is pastel, it is green, it has got florals in here. It's just got all the things that's going to make you happy. This paper pad is going to make your heart happy. That's what I think it's going to do. If you're doing things like invites and birthday cards, you're going to absolutely adore using this. It's 48 page, it's 180 GSM, so it's kind of somewhere between a paperweight and a cardstock weight, which is awesome. $12.99. $12.99. $12.99. Shut the front door. I was expecting it to be about $16.99 in my head, but it's $16.95 in dollars, not in pounds. That's great value. Make sure you grab one of those because that is awesome. Then what we've got are the individual dies and stamps which will create these balloon sentiments. Now, I love it. Maybe if you're thinking, do you know what? You love the look and feel of these balloon sentiments, but you're not really wanting to piece together things with the alphabets. You just want something that's going to be quick and effective and you can piece it together quickly. Then I think the sentiments are for you. This one's love. Now, they are all on a multi-buy for you as well. 2 for £14 or $17, or you can go for them individually. The next one we've got here for you is a birthday, which is awesome. And again, what you're getting the stamps and the dies. If you have got opaque ink pads, they are going to be your friend with this collection as well. Speaking of friend, you've also got friend here as one of your sentiments as well, which I absolutely love. You can see there, party. I've got a party bag, which is this one here. So again, you can see how that looks on a finished project, which is awesome. They're just very cheery, aren't they, these stamps and dies? This one, talking of cheery, how about happy? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. $7.99 or $9.95 if you want to go for this one. And you've got the interchangeability there with that as well. So you've got birthday, anniversary, and new home, which I think is lovely. So you're getting 3 bites at that crafty cherry. This one, baby. I feel like we should have had shark as one of the stamps with this. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do. Sorry, I'm sorry. But it says welcome, baby boy, new girl. So very, very usable as well. Thanks for joining me today here on Crafty TV. Thanks for your kindness. You're the best. Many, a bunch. And you've also got as well, last but by no means least, congrats. Well done. You did it. Proud of you. So you've got those in there as well, which is awesome. So again, you can go for them individually, $7.99, $9.95. You can go for them as 2 for $14 or $17, or you can go for the big bundle. Now remember what you're getting in that big bundle. I'll just let you know one more time. You're getting everything I just shown you there with those gorgeous sentiments. You're also getting the gorgeous, gorgeous paper pad as well, which I love. And you're getting, I forgot the glitter card. How could I? You're going to get all of the essentials as well. And there's some gorgeous copper glitter card up here as well, lurking behind here in A4 size. You'll get 10 sheets of that too. It's a celebration. That's what it is. It really is. Across the nation. Loads of you chatting away already. Bernie says she's got the balloon alphabet stamps and dies, and she loves them. Dawn says she loves this set as well. Mary says I just bought the balloon sentiments and the essentials a couple of days ago to go in my numbers and alphabet set. That's really interesting. People going for one part and then coming back and getting the other elements, which is awesome. Both of the collections are Lynn's favourite. Maria says she is sat crafting with her daughter, watching myself and Debbie. Hello, Maria and Maria's daughter. Rosalind says these are cute little sets, and Marie says I love these stamps and dies. Can't wait to get them. I can't wait to see what you end up making with them, Marie. There's loads of other stuff in the show as well. So what I say is definitely get yourself across to the website. What was that? What was that? Seriously, is there a cow in the room? What was that? What happened? Debbie, what happened? What was it?
I can't even speak, Joe. It was literally the card.
Oh.
It won't do it now, but it did make it really funny. I promise.
All right, Debbie. Oh, it was the dog. Yeah. Oh, that was a car backfiring outside. Right, 9 minutes in. That's all it took. 9 minutes in. Completely lost it already. We are very busy. As I was saying, before Debbie interrupted me there, was that there's lots of stuff in the show. Lots of stuff I'll show you as we go throughout the course of the show. But get yourself over to the website, because that's the best place to see everything in the show. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu. Click the shop the show button. You can watch and shop at the same time, and you never need to miss anything, which is absolutely awesome. Right, you feeling better for that, Debbie?
I can't do it now when you want to make a noise. That's the weirdest noise, wasn't it?
I know what it sounded like, but I mean, some people would say it sounded like you blew off, Debbie. I wouldn't say that, but I know some people would say that.
I really did. I'd admit it if I did. Do you know what, Jo? I'm not going to get through it now.
Would you like to
I can't
show
do
us some of the
this.
beautiful things that have been
I
created
am
with
going to
this
show you
set?
some of the beautiful cards that you can create. Do you know what I love about these dies and stamps is the fact that these are just amazing to look at. These are vibrant, they're fun, they're energetic, because balloons are like that, aren't they? There's a lot of fun in balloons. There's a lot of things that you can do with them. They are gorgeous, and they are main focuses on a card, and that's what I like about these. So when you're sending anything to anybody, whether it's to a friend, whether it's for a baby, I just absolutely love that we can create these type of dies and just add your own little stems. So we've just used twine on this one. Lots of different things that you can do. I love the party one. I mean, when we can eventually party and get together, everyone is going to be making party invitations.
Can you imagine the party we're going to have?
Can you absolutely imagine it, Jo?
I am going to be hungover till about 2026, I think, after this is done.
And a great one here. I mean, thanks. You've obviously got Thanksgiving coming up for our American friends. So lots that you can do with that. We've got gorgeous shaker card here, which I adore. So anything you've got in your stash from previously. So these are our numbers that we had out last year.
I love those ones.
I know, and how amazing does that look? Just having that happy birthday balloon sentiment on there just looks great. And then the actual, now I love these ones. These are those additional ones, Jo, where the extra sentiments. I just adore this shaped balloon. I think that's really, really great. We were learning from Ben the other week that Ben can do balloons like this.
Did he bring any balloons in and do them?
No, he didn't, but
Right.
he can actually.
I think we need
make
we need to buy some of those balloons and have a secret stash ready for just ambush him with them and just make him do it. What do you think?
Absolutely, yeah, good idea.
Someone get on the Rainforest website and we'll get some ordered.
It's quite a skill, isn't it, to be able to tie a balloon? I love that. So we can see that one in the background as well here. I just think that's a great one to have. And I love this, adding your little numbers into those balloon stamp and dies. If you're going for those individual ones, it just looks amazing. So we're going to get on with a demo, Jo. I'm going to start off with the Friends one, because I think it's a really nice one to get going with. I'm going to first of all take my stamping platform. So I like to use my stamping platform all the time when I'm stamping, because it's great for being able to position things on. Now what we do have is those large stamps that Jo was showing you. We have then the die which cuts out that large stamp. So what we're going to do first is just stamp our die. Just bring this over to the side. Just trying to get that off there. So just bringing that in, taking it off. This is a new stamp, this one.
Oh, box fresh.
I know, we like that, don't we?
Celia's saying she got these dies. She made a birthday card for her hubby yesterday. Celia, you know what you've got to do? Drop us a picture. We'd love to see it. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk.
So I'm using our quick drying inks, Jo. So this is the crushed velvet one. Beautiful purple colour. I'm going to do one layer first. I like to build up my colour. I think it's always really nice that you can get that beautiful stamp. You can see, I mean, that looks lovely. Great. Yeah, it looks really lovely. But I like to then add that second one, and we can do that on the stamping platform.
Awesome. Are we going to do, Debbie, my favourite at some point today?
Oh, yes,
Are we
and
going
my
to do
favourite.
Faux enamelling?
Absolutely.
Oh,
we can't get through a show without using my best friends, the pigment inks.
Oh, yes. Oh, stay tuned for that. And these look great faux enamel, don't they? They're like, I don't know what it is about them. I think it's because they look so shiny and they look like a resin piece almost when they've been done.
Absolutely. It's one of my favourite things to do with them is to, and that's usually, so if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, and we will do it throughout the show, so keep looking. But if you use your pigment ink pads, stamp it down, it stays wet for longer, which means we can put clear embossing powder on, and then we can heat emboss it, which does a faux enamelling, and it just makes it look amazing. It's like a ceramic tile, so stay tuned for that. So it's what I love about masterclasses is that we can show all these different things that we can do and different concepts as well. So what I am going to do is position my balloon die over the top. You might not even want to use the stamps. You might want to just do the actual die cut out of your favourite colour card. Now what I am going to do, Jo, is I'm going to bring in my Gemini Junior because I know this will fit through the plate.
Yeah, I guess I bet in mirror,
Sorry,
in that
not
mirror, it looks
Junior.
gorgeous just cut on its own, the sentiment. without the
Yes.
stamping in mirror and matte mirror.
Yes, well, we're going
And
to
maybe
use
even
some glitter, yeah. So we're going to do some shadowing as well later.
And you get some glitter included if you're going for that big bundle, don't forget, as well. You get some of the gorgeous copper glitter, and it looks so expensive. I love it.
Right, so popping that to one side. I'm just going to bring in all my elements here, Joe. Now, what I have done, I'm going to bring in this one here. I've actually attached just some sort of...
Love that.
And there's loads of this twine about at the moment because Christmas decorations are all out in the shops. This one has got a silver thread through it. So go and get all your twine and lovely sort of ribbons and that for Christmas because they work well with anything you've got in your crafty stash. And then what I'm going to bring in is just some cards that I've been doing here. So this card blank. Now,
how have you stuck that to the back of that twine to the back of that sentiment?
So all
Debbie?
I've done is put some 3D glue gel.
Awesome.
So I just put the 3D glue gel, stuck it into that, and then just put a little blob on the top, and I've just smoothed it down so it's not too thick there, and that just sticks them on. But you could put a little bit of sellotape. You can't see the workings, which is good. The other thing you could do, Joe, to hide it, if you did want to hide it, is you could place another one over the back of it, and that would completely hide all your markings there. So if you was going to do an aperture card, which we'll make later on in the show, you'll find that it doesn't matter if you see the back. So what I'm going to do, I've got a card here. Now look at these papers. I have to tell you, the papers in that 12 by 12 paper pad are incredible. There's really pretty coordinating colours in there. I mean, look at these two, just looking gorgeous. You've got that lovely sort of feathery paisley, that check paper, and I've just made myself a little pop-out card here. I mean, this is one of Sarah's favourite cards to make, the Z fold. I'm then just
or a Z fold,
or
if you're
a
in the
Z
States.
fold, Z or Z. So I'm going to just pop this down here. I'm going to use my glue pen, and I call it a glue pen because I know they're called tape pens, but I like people to know that these aren't tape, these are glue, which means they stick much longer and better than any other glue pen that I've ever used.
If you've noticed in recent times that our Americanisms are getting better here on Crafters TV, it's because we have the influence of our resident American now, Erin, who's in the gallery. So she keeps us right, you know, so she's here for you guys. She's got your back. She has got your back.
So I've just used some of our stitch edge nesting dies. We've got some coming up in the show later on.
Yes, not as many as we would like though.
No,
I would definitely recommend you
absolutely
shopping ahead. Haven't we got an awesome Second Chance Sunday show today, Debbie? I mean, it's more crafty goodness so you can shake a poker tool out in that show later.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, we've got, I don't think I've ever had a show with so much on it, so it's really exciting. I'm just hoping we can get through it all, Joe. So what I'm using here is the next set of stamps here. So you've got your, my best, and special. So you can mix and match these stamps with your friend balloon stamp. So we've got your special. And I'm just going to pop that onto the inside here. So when you open the card, you've got that lovely design.
Did I tell you about my best friend tactic, Debbie?
No.
Which is don't have any best friends. Have second best friends because you can have loads of them. Be like, oh, you're my second best friend, or yeah, you just have lots of second best friends. Then you don't have to pick a special one, specific special one.
No, stop. No. I thought I was your best friend.
Second best friend.
No, no one wants to be a second best friend. So what I am going to do, I'm going to use this one actually on the back, Joe, because I'm going to hide my markings. I've made this slightly different to my first card to show you the different varieties that we can do. And then I'm just going to pop this on the back. So when we open the middle of our card, we don't see all those glue. Oh, I've done it the wrong way. Look, trust me to do that. It's always the way, isn't it, Joe? You do it the opposite way to what I wanted to do it. So pop that on the back. We won't know. No one will know. I won't tell anyone. Pop that on there. And actually, we do need that to pop onto our bit here. And then I'm just going to pop that across on the top. And then we're just going to tie this together. So just I'm going to take those and tie a little knot.
Sarah says she's just got this set, so she's so pleased that we're doing a masterclass on it. Donna as well, she just purchased these a couple of weeks back, so she's really pleased that there's a masterclass. Crafty Jack's cards on YouTube. She says, I'm quite new to watching these videos, but I've got lots of products recently from Crafts Companion. Well, hello and welcome, Crafty Jack's cards. It's lovely to have your company. I'll tell you what I would love as well. Anyone that's watching at the moment that's never commented before, drop into the comments, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, because we love that. That's beautiful, Debbie.
Yeah, so a nice little one. And if I just bring in this one, which was the one I've done it slightly different. So I raised this higher and then done one lower, but it just shows you the two types of different cards that you can create. And if you've got that paper pad, the 12 by 12, you're going to be able to do so many variations of just that one card.
Absolutely. And going for, of course, if you're going for the individuals or you're going for the collection, it's completely up to you. But having the paper pad, I just think the paper pad, the great thing about it is that it's so fitting to the overall style of the collection. And that's what's so great about having paper pads that are curated especially for collections, which is wonderful. Now, very busy on the sentiments, also very busy on the alphabets and numbers. Let me just share these with you again. And alphabets, of course, always going to be popular because what they offer you is ultimate personalization. You know, whether it is names or words that you're spelling out, you're going to be able to customize your projects absolutely beautifully. So there's definitely a place. And I say there's definitely a place in your crafty stash for multiple alphabets that give you different look and feels. In this particular configuration, got a nice saving here, I'll say. You're going to get the alphabets and the numbers as well. You get the ordinals in there. You get some little accessories, some embellishing stamps. You get some words in there as well, some sentiments, which is awesome. So as a smaller collection, I think if you're just dipping your toe in, you could go for that collection, and that is a really, really awesome proposition. I want to share with you again the paper pad because you guys love it, and our paper pads are so awesome. I think what's great about having a paper pad rather than a paper pack is that it just keeps it all nice and pristine in a pad, stops it getting, you know, dog-eared or, you know, getting torn or the cat whittling on it or anything like that. It's fabulous just to have it all in a pad, nice and safe, which is awesome. I know a lot of you will be going for the big collection and going for an extra paper pad, one stroke and one to use. We get that quite a lot. In fact, Christine Mahoney is watching. I wonder if and how many of these paper pads Christine Mahoney owns. She's the paper pad queen of Crafters TV, is Christine Mahoney. I really love that one. I think it's so bold and vibrant. And that's a great price as well. For 48 pages, really vibrant, 12 by 12, 180 GSM, awesome quality. That is a really, really awesome price for that one just there. Make sure you grab that. And also, do you know what? I think even if you weren't going for the balloon sentiments today, that on its own will be something that I think you'll love using for backgrounds and mats and layers and a whole host of different things in your crafty stash. Remember though, in the big bundle, what you're getting is you're getting that card pad that I just shown you. You're going to get some glitter card, and then what you're going to get is all of the sentiments as well. So all these gorgeous sentiments in here. You've got love, birthday, friend, party, happy, baby, thanks, congrats, as well as your celebration essentials, your paper pad, and of course your 10 sheets of copper glitter card as well. An awesome deal for you, £73 if you're in the UK. Club Inspire Platinum members in the UK can get this for $58.40, so a bit of an extra saving, which is awesome. $92 in the US. If you're an Inspire Platinum member in the US, you'd be looking at $73.60, which is great value considering you're getting all of that and the paper pad in there as well. Now, we've got an awesome glue bundle for you on the show as well. Now, Debbie raves about this one. This is tacky glue that we've got just here, and this is like a quick grab glue that dries really, really firm and hard. You've also got as well the all-purpose, Call-Out All-Purpose, one of the hero glues, and we're giving you a tape pen in here as well. How awesome is that? £8 for that. You're saving a third almost there, which is brilliant, brilliant value. And I think if you, especially if you're new to crafting, that little threesome there, that's a fabulous starter for all of your adhesive, sticky needs. Christine Mahoney has got back into, she's very prompt, is Christine Mahoney, I must say. She's on it. She's on it. She says, I have 5 so far, but I'm probably going to buy 5 more because it's a great price. Wowzers. I wonder, Christine, how many paper pads have you got now? I mean, is that sort of like looking in a lady's handbag? Is that a question you should never ask a crafter? I don't know. Kathy says, I just got a text saying that my order is arriving by the end of the day today. Hooray. If you don't watch Love Island, then you'll have no idea what that reference was. But I can't get into what Love Island is. I'll probably get the sack. Mary says, love the paper, love that paper. I have 2 of the paper packs as well. So lots of you are absolutely loving that. Getting really busy as well. Remember, you've got lots of different options in the show. You can go for just the alphabets. You can go for the big bundle and the alphabets. You can go for the individuals. You can get the multi-buy. And what I'd say to you is get yourself over to the website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au, and find the configuration that works for you, whether you're building your own bundle or you're going for one of the larger collections. As always, of course, the best value comes when you buy the bigger configuration. That is when you get the most amount for your money, of course. Joe says, well, I think I'm giving Christine Mahoney a run for her money on the paper pads. Got 10 and counting on this one. Wowzers. 10 and counting. I mean, I can see, it's going to be fisticuffs at decoupage at this rate. Can Christine send a photo of all of her paper pads? I do want to see her collection, says Crafting with Stacey. Absolutely. Look, I'm not going to force Christine to, show us pictures of her paper pads. If she wants to, of course she can. She can send it to studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. And the rest of you can all send me photos as well. Do you know what? Just send me photos of what you please. I'm happy to receive photos of anything. We love receiving photos of dogs. We love dogs. Pet pictures, dogs, cats, Christmas trees we love seeing. We love seeing Thanksgiving decorations. We love seeing pictures of your yard or your lawn or your garden. Pictures of anything. Pictures of your family, we love seeing those as well. Pictures of you with maybe your grandchildren. Send us your whole camera roll. Laura is so up for sifting through them today. So I know that we're going to miss. Maybe we should call it Getting to Know Each Other Sunday, Debbie. What do you think?
Oh, I think that's a brilliant idea. But you know what, Joe? I would love people to let us know if they've put up their tree already, because I'd be so jealous, because I would love to get my tree up in November.
Do you know what?
That, Joe?
I was playing Christmas songs yesterday morning in here with Craig. Laura, fuming. She was savage. But I saw 2 people yesterday on Instagram putting their Christmas tree up. And do you know what I think? With the year we've had, if you want to put your Christmas tree up, go for it. If it brings you joy, put your tree up. That's what I say. And I think loads of people putting them up extra early this year.
Hashtag make Christmas longer.
Hashtag you do you, hun. Indeedy.
Absolutely. We don't have many joys this year, and Christmas has got to be one of them, because it'll be a strange time for everyone. So yeah, let's get all those Christmas decorations going. Right, so what I'm going to do now is just do something slightly different, just to show you the different ways that you can do it. So we can either stamp our balloon dies and then cut them, or we can cut them and then stamp them. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm getting my Gemini Junior plate. I've put in my party die, and I've put in a 7 and a 3, because I actually thought it would be really cool just to do a very random birth date, because that's the whole idea with these balloon stamps, especially, turn on my machine, especially the individual numbers and the alphabet, because personalization has become massive in the crafting world. So being able to personalize your card with not only a name, but also then their age, because there's so many different ages, but most cards would only have their special birthdays on them. So whether it's an 18th, a 21st, maybe a sweet 16, but you wouldn't get something like a 7th birthday, or maybe a 93rd birthday. So I love the fact that we can use them personalized. So awesome. What I am going to do is we're going to, at the annoyance of some of my crafty friends that use the studio, I'm actually going to spray.
Jan's in next Sunday.
Oh,
Jan,
dear.
if you're watching, bring the stick away, Jan. Bring the stick away.
So this is something I do all the time. I've got quite a mucky one, but I do like to give my base a spray because I think it's a really good way of being able to use your die cuts and be able to place them onto your platform, and you don't need to you don't need to stamp them and then cut them out, and you get more precision like this. So I quite like doing it like this. So I'm going to take my stamps and we're going to place them over the top.
Loads of people are decorating already, you know, Debbie. People are letting me know. Barbara Barbara Jean says, we've been decorating the outside already. We put so much up that it takes a really long time to get it done, so we have to start early. Barbara, if you've got a picture of like previous year with it all finished, we'd love to see that. Email us in. Crafting with Stacey, she sent us a picture already. She says she's got the tree up. I've got coloured lights.
Wow.
I don't think Stacey's keen on the coloured lights, to be honest, Debbie, but she says it reminds the other half of his childhood. He doesn't usually get involved in other decorations, but he did want coloured lights on the tree this year. So there you are. Claire letting me know that how much she loves her balloon alphabet numbers stamp and die. She thinks she's going to get the new sentiments today. A lot of love for the alphabet numbers. It's actually your favourite at the moment. Details along the bottom of your screen to get you both of those collections. £34 or $55, Debbie. Good value for money for when you consider the versatility that an alphabet and numbers collection gives you.
Can I tell you, you'll never ever stop using them. You'll be able to use them on everything. So anybody that's got any occasion throughout the year, balloons are something we celebrate with, aren't they? They're just that really cool way. Or you might want to just, this is going to sound really awful, Joe, but there's a lot of people that don't like balloons. So this is a nice way of sending balloons to somebody that doesn't like balloons, but not the real thing, but they like the look of balloons.
An ex-partner of mine, he had a real phobia with balloons, especially helium balloons as well. So even if you ever went out somewhere and there were helium balloons, you'd have to like make sure you didn't sit near the helium balloons. I mean, I'm laughing and it sounds like a strange phobia, but I understand, like, you know.
Oh, there's a good one, Joe, because I have a bit of a strange phobia. What's people's strange phobias?
What are your strange phobias?
Yes.
Let me know in the comments on Facebook and on
then I'll
YouTube.
tell you mine.
Okay, do you know that a phobia of butterflies is quite a big one, you know?
Yes, it is, yeah. I
and do you
don't
know
think
how I
many
know
will
that?
have my phobia.
No. Erin, producer Erin doesn't like elbows. Is that a dislike or a phobia, would we say?
Strange.
Like touching your elbows. You love social distancing then. They're getting nowhere near your elbows at the moment, which is awesome.
Elbows, that is a strange one. So, sorry, Joe.
No, go on, after you.
I was just going to say, so mine is foam.
Foam?
Foam. Yeah, I have
What sort of foam?
Oh, I don't, yeah.
Like polystyrene type foam?
No, like a natural sponge. I really don't like sponge.
Like a blending tool?
No, the blending tool,
sponge.
them I can deal with. It's like scourers, like sponge and scourers.
Oh, so like quite an airy, bouncy kind of foam.
I mean, literally, I've got goosebumps.
Is it that bit, or is it the? So how do you wash your dishes?
I have one with it's on like a stick with washing
Got a
up
sponge on a
liquids in
stick?
it. Yeah, I can't touch it.
That's funny. That is really funny.
Right, so we're doing a bit of heat embossing now. So what I've done is I've used my pigment ink. So I've used that beautiful Chinese red opaque pigment. I've stamped it quite a few times because I like to build up that colour, and also it leaves it wetter for longer. So what I am going to do, these are all going to blow away. So what I'm going to do, just with the age, I'm just going to heat this up using I'm just going to grab a pokey tool just to start heating this through. So I'm just going to do this at an angle so you can see that will start to take. But what I will do I mean, look at that, it looks gorgeous. But then I'm going to grab the other one and do the same with that. But because we're doing separate ones, what I'm going to do is a triple embossing on the bigger one and just stick with this one. Because with triple embossing, you do need to build it up quite quickly. But this will be dry, literally, well, that's dry now, but you get that really gorgeous enamel. So, but I'm going to show you the difference between adding more layers up. So we've done this one. You do need to be quick with it. Well, fairly quick with them. So we're just going to start to heat this one up. And what it's actually about is more so is keeping it wet for as long as you can, because then when you add another layer, that's what creates the extra embossing. So,
getting loads of pictures of cats, which we love. Especially loving, Erin is loving the cats in boxes pictures that we're receiving at the moment as well. If you've got pets in boxes, get them into us, studio@craftscompanion.co.uk.
Did I just hear that right, Joe? Pets in boxes?
Pets in boxes, you know, cute little cats climbing in boxes.
Oh, I see. Right, I'm with you now. I couldn't work out why a pet would be in a box. It's a bit like when they used to say the teacup dogs, didn't they? And then they used to have, because they were so small, they'd fit into a teacup. Have you seen pictures of those?
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're
If
very
you've got a picture
cute.
of your dog in a teacup, absolutely get us a picture in.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? You couldn't even imagine a dog being that small. So I'm just heating another layer on this, and the more layers you put on, the more it just comes together. It's this really beautiful enamelled topper. So just as we're heating that, what I'm going to do is just bring that away and just bring another layer on top. So this will be our final layer.
So can you just keep going with this, or will you get to a point where you've built it up too much and it'll start to go maybe foggy, or
I don't think it will. I mean, I've never tried more than 3. They say they call it triple embossing.
Okay.
So I've never actually tried more than 3, but I think you could probably put more on. Okay. But to be honest, all you're doing is continuing making a shine that's already there. So you wouldn't really need to put more on than that. So
it can only get so shiny.
So shiny, exactly. What I think the triple emboss does is it gives you that smooth finish. So that's the sort of final one that you really need, just to give that ultra smooth finish. So there we go, just popping that in. You can see it's all melting beautifully. And as it melts, you can see it's all coming through. Oh, it just looks amazing. I do love doing this. So there's our enamelled topper.
Love that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And it really doesn't take long to dry, but...
So shiny.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. It is like a proper ceramic topper there. And then if I just bring in the one that we've done singularly, you can see the shine on that is definitely not as good. But it looks nice. But if you can triple emboss just to get that, it looks incredible.
I love it. It thickens it as well. So it feels almost like a resin rather than a cardstock, I always think, when it's on the card.
Yeah, absolutely. It just gives it something really, really unique, I think, when you're doing something like that. And it just adds a bit of interest. So if you want to do more in your crafting than just your general stamping, because that looks nice in itself, it just gives you that extra. So what I've done here is, I've just tied, this time I've just put the glue on the back, pop just some twine. I mean, this is like garden twine that you can get. And what's good with garden twine, it's quite curly. So I've left that sort of curliness at the bottom. So we're just, and again, this papers are from the paper pad. So if you're going for the paper pad, that's the one there. I've got a piece of ribbon. So we're just going to add this to our bag. I love doing party bags. We've always, when the children were smaller, we always did party bags with little gifts and sweets in them. They're just a really cool, fun way. And we used to always buy them ready done, ready printed or ready done. I love the fact now that we can do our own take on them, which looks really cool. And then we can add our own numbers as well. So I'm going to just grab my, can't think what they're called, Joe, foam pads.
Foam pads.
Foam pads. And we're just going to add some of these to the back just to raise this a little bit. And all what foam pads do is they just add a little bit of interest. So pop them on.
I'm getting some fabulous phobias in. I can't wait to share them with you in a minute.
Oh, that would be nice.
Some of them are strange, to say
I know,
the least.
some people have a strange, and actually they're not strange to that person.
No, absolutely terrifying to that person.
Very, very terrifying, yes. So I'm going to put my party on here. We're going to put I'm just going to bring in my favourite glue, which is the tacky glue. I'm going to stick that onto the back. Again, the stamps are in with the dies. And I mean, you could go all out if you really wanted to go with the alphabets as well and individualise every single one and put the children that are visiting the party, you could put their names on them, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm just going to put that 7th on there so we can do our 7th birthday. So pop in a couple of foam pads on.
I do need to just let you know as well. I know we've got a great show coming up later. I also need to remind you about the awesome shows that I've got coming up tomorrow as well, because I've got a Nature's Garden launch day tomorrow myself, and it's got a double Sarah day. I'm all the double days this week. It's been lovely. I had double Debbie, I had double Leanne, I got double other Debbie, and then I've got double Sarah tomorrow as well. It's been like I had a double Craig in the middle there as well. Yes, Nature's Garden, brand new launch coming out tomorrow, and then a fantastic Monday Makers as well, featuring subscription boxes and some of those recent launches from Sharon Callis as well. I mean, it's been a pretty stupendous weekend this weekend. It's been absolutely awesome, and another great day coming up tomorrow as well. I know Sarah hasn't been here with you for a little while, so it's going to be lovely to have Sarah back with us.
And there we go, Joe. If we turn this round, we can see our party bag for our 7th birthday celebrating. And actually, the papers have done all the work, the dies have done all the work. These are awesome dies to go for, because you're just celebrating everything that you can celebrate in life.
Yeah, absolutely. You are getting really, really busy. I'm going to remind you of everything in just a second. I just want to go through some of your comments. I'm getting loads of comments in now. Talking about phobias, right? Let's do Terry first. Terry says, bought a new tree yesterday. Today I am busy putting on all of the ornaments, which is fabulous. Sam McDonald says she doesn't like spiders, snakes and heights, and has a phobia of watching toe sucking. Yuck. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think anyone likes that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, toe sucking. Okay, Barbara says our tree has coloured and white lights, or we can change it to what we want at that moment. We have the tree on a turning. Oh my word, Barbara has got a Christmas tree on a Lazy Susan. She's got it on a turning base, and then a huge village under it as well. Our cat loves to sit and look at it for hours. Aww. Not just your cat, I'd come around and sit and look at your tree for hours as well, Barbara. Terry says she can't use wooden utensils. They put her teeth on edge. I can't use cotton wool balls as well, and cotton wool pads. Ooh, makes me go funny. Oh, Debbie says, Liz says, I've got the same with cotton wool, can't touch it. So it's the same as mine. Stacey's got a phobia of birds and buttons. It's the bird feathers when they move, makes me feel really sick. And buttons, I just can't touch them or have them on my clothes. There you are. Oh, there is a button shop in Manchester called Abercarn's. I can tell you, Stacey, never go in that shop. You would hate it. Well, it's a haberdashery. It's got a whole floor of buttons on it, but it's like a massive wall of buttons. Don't ever go in there. It doesn't sound like your kind of place, Stacey. Pamela says, well, I don't think many would have my phobia. I can't... Now, this is brilliant. I can't bring myself to sit on a seat that has been warmed by someone else's bum. I have to wait till it has gone cold before I can sit on it. There is a phobia name for it, but I can't remember it.
That's brilliant.
Oh, I love that. I've got loads more coming in. If you want to share yours with us, please do, across on Facebook or on YouTube as well. We've had loads of pictures in as well. Joanne sent us in a beautiful picture. Joanne's project here is very similar to the one that you created first time, Debbie. Great minds think alike there, I think, with that one.
Yeah, absolutely. She's used those same papers, and don't they match beautifully? And it just shows you that's just one or two of the papers that you get in that paper pad. There's so many different ways you can do that. Absolutely love that one. I have to tell you a funny story about that word, Joe. Again, with Ben, someone had done that on a card last week, and they'd put Kong at the top and then rats underneath. And that's exactly how Ben read it. And he was completely dumbfounded by Kong rats.
Oh, congrats. Yeah, I get it.
Like, but he really didn't, he really didn't get that. So I was thinking like King Kong rats.
Right, they sound scary. Michelle sent us in this one as well. I love Michelle's really played around with the textures here, Debbie.
Oh, that's beautiful. And she's got that lovely edgeable die on there as well, done out of the glitter cardstock. Looks beautiful. Love that one.
And Michelle's also been busy for her mum's 90th birthday as well. Check out all of that fabulousness that's going on just there. I can see some little purses, there's bags, there's cards. Oh, it looks awesome. Oh, we've had dog pictures. You know, we've got lots of dog pictures. Christine McCrone sent this one in. Check that out.
Oh, that's
gorgeous is
lovely.
He or she. Cat in a box.
It might be Amsterdam or somewhere. It's all filled full of tulips.
Brigitte. Well, Brigitte, I think Brigitte is from the Netherlands, you know. I could be wrong. I think Brigitte joins us from the Netherlands. Her cat's in a box in the Netherlands. Check out Sean Sterling's picture. It's a Potter dog. Look. It looks like Harry the Potter. Harry Potter
and
even.
it's near the train as well.
Yeah, Harry the Potter. That's a whole different thing.
On its way to Hogwarts.
From Sean Sterling. Thank you for sending those in. We've got absolutely loads of them coming in. We'll do more of them as we go through the show,
yes.
Which is awesome. Right, getting really, really busy. Details on your screen for the paper pad there along the bottom of the screen, as you can see. Really busy on the alphabet and numbers at the moment, though. So let me just remind you of these. Now, as we said earlier, I think this is a great, it's a really awesome price to get a full alphabet set and a full set of numbers as well, which is fantastic. So there you have your alphabet and the numbers. In that configuration, they're coming in at £34 or $55, which is fantastic value for money. It really, really is. So there's that. Don't forget as well, we've got the larger collection. Let me just do the paper pad for you. So the paper pad here, awesome value. I think it's really good value, this paper pad. $12.99 is an awesome price, considering you are getting 48 pages of loveliness in there. Really lovely, fresh, vibrant colours. I think it's just designed to put you in a good mood. It's going to put you in a good mood, this paper pad. It's absolutely beautiful, really lovely, great for backgrounds. And I think especially for birthdays and all sorts of celebrations, invitations, this is going to be absolutely awesome. And we also have, of course, the big collection. Now, I just want to share with you what you're getting in the big bundle, because the big bundle is the best way of getting the best value. Remember, you can get all the individuals and you can also get the multi-buy as well. So this here is your essentials that you've got there, which is absolutely awesome. It's your everyday, your celebration essentials. So you've got the lovely animals, or I still call them animals. They are balloons, aren't they? But it looks like an animal. You've got the glasses, you've got the bunting, you've got all these embellishments as well, which is awesome. We then move into all the different sentiments. All you need is love, apparently, you know. So you've got that in there, which is absolutely fantastic. You've also got birthday. Now, birthday is going to be one that's so usable. I love that you're also getting all of the different sentiments with these as well, which is fantastic. You're going to get friend as well, which is that one there. Friend. You've got party and what? Which is awesome. So you've got Let's Party there with that bag, which is fantastic. I can't wait to have parties again. I'm going to be very happy when we start having parties again, which is what you've got here. Birthday, anniversary, new home. I love how they've all got multiple uses. So it means that you're really going to be able to get the most craftability out of them. And that's what it's all about with us here at Crafts Companion. It's designed by crafters for crafters. So it means that we're always going to give you as many ways as possible as using these collections. And you've also got congrats in there as well. Remember, in that bundle, you're also getting the paper pad and you're getting that gorgeous gold copper glitter card in there. You're going to get 10 sheets of that. £73 if you're here in the UK. Platinum members can get this for $58.40. You can check out the amount that you're getting there for $58.40 as a platinum member. That is an awesome deal. £92 if you're $92, sorry, if you're in the US, and that's $73.60 if you're a platinum member, which is absolutely awesome value for money. Loads of you still sharing comments with me. Robin, talking about paper pads, Robin says, Joe, I just had to pay out to have the floor strengthened in my craft room due to the amount of paper I had. I dare not add to the pile just yet. Getting the floor strengthened, absolutely. I think now that's a free pass for you to get as much paper as you want, is what I'm hearing there. Jackie says, I hate seeing, talking about phobias again, I hate seeing masses of bees, especially in pictures in books or magazines. Oh. Barbara's letting me know she just received a portable craft room. She loves it. She's waiting for a second one to come and fill. Is it bad to think I may need a third? I don't think so. Christine Maho says she doesn't like touching balloons and is very scared that they're going to pop in her face. That's a real phobia. Barbara's got a phobia of snakes. She can't watch them on TV. Anne's got a fear of needles. Not the sewing kind, though. She's fine with those. It's the medical sort. Vaccines are a real adventure. Also, the dentist can be fun. And Freddie's is frogs. I run away. She says, I run away and fry every time. I think she means Cry, not fry. Bit of a typo there. I was thinking she was frying the frogs for a second. I was thinking, well, if you don't like them, I can't imagine eating them's going to make it any better. Right, anyway, back to you. Keep getting all your comments in. I'm loving hearing from you today. We're having a very social Sunday, a social Super Sunday, which is fabulous. What are you going to guide us through next, Debbie?
Yes, Social Sunday. That's a new one, Joe. I'm loving it. Okay, so anyone that's gone for the sentiment stamps, they are fantastic. They're great. They're one stamp, one use, one cut, and they're easy to do. But if you want to go for the alphabet and the numbers, I love these because these are very individual to anybody that you're sending them to. So a 27th birthday. But what about if you want to combine the alphabet and the numbers? So sweet 16. I mean, how cute is that card? It's just amazing that you can go with the numbers and the sweet. I think the numbers are a great one to go for. So if you just want to go for those, go for them because you can add them to anything else. What about personalizing a just married? Look how cool this looks, and being able to heat emboss and create. I mean, that is an incredible card with the beautiful balloons. And then things like this, add in best dad on there. So you can totally put whatever you want on there at all. And then obviously if you've got your big birthdays come out or anything you want to shout about. And then I've got to show you this one. This is one of my favorite cards. Absolutely love this one. Using all those balloons in the background to create the background. Using these big balloon stamps in there. I adore these because the stamping on these really make them look like those foiled helium balloons. That's incredible to be able to do that with these designs, which are amazing. So what I am going to do, I thought it'd be really cool. My daughter celebrated her 18th birthday not long ago, so in August. So what I did do was make her a little box so she could keep all her little belongings in for her birthday. So I'm just going to replicate really what I made for her because I use these dies and stamps. So her name, and the reason I wanted to use it because her name is Kyra, which is spelt slightly different. So it's K-I-R-A-A. R-I-A. I can spell my own daughter's
Say that again.
name. It's K-I-A-R-A. So it's spelled as if Kyra. Yes, but Kyra. Yes.
Yeah, awesome.
But she gets called Kira and Kiara. And all sorts.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think that's how I'd probably pronounce it.
Yes, Kiara. And funny enough, she did go to school with someone with the same spelling who was called Kiara. So she was a Kyra, she was a Kiara. So
that sounds like a recipe for a hard time, that.
Yes. I do wish we'd spelt it K-Y-R-A now, just as it sounded, which would
you could just change it. You know, I'm considering changing my name to Pierre just because I like the name. So why not change the spelling? I think that's fine.
Well, that's quite true, actually. I mean, I'm a Deborah, so and I just always write Deborah, a D-B-O-R-A-H. Yes, so and I
Laura
write
in the gallery
Debbie
said Degora. She's like, Degora, that's a really
Deborah.
interesting name.
That was only something my mum used when I was naughty, and it'd be Deborah. She'd shout down the stairs. Right,
I'm
so
a
we've got
Joseph,
those bits.
so
You're a Joseph.
Joe,
That's what I mean. So we all sort of change our
don't
names
we?
anyway, don't we? But we just call her Kai, so it's a lot easier. So so we've got our K, and then I've got my I, and A, and R, and then I would have to cut out obviously another A, but I'm just going to do this for the time being because I have got some. I just want to show you how we are going to stamp and colour them. So first of all, we need our stamps. So I'm going to take our stamps off of here. I'm going to take my my relevant stamp. I couldn't spit my words out then, Joe. My relevant stamp to the die cut. And
Crafty Stacey says, question for Debbie, which ink pads does she prefer to use for these stamps? I love the collection, but torn, what ink pads to use with them?
It's a difficult one. I would say if you want some quick stamping and you just want to then make them, put them on your cards, you definitely need the quick drying inks.
Okay.
But if you want to do any techniques with them, like you want to heat emboss or you want to leave the ink wetter for a little bit longer, then you can use your pigment inks. But actually, any of the ink pads are going to work with these, which is great. Oh, that one's come off, but we will just take that away. And then what I'm going to do, we're just going to do some different, let's do 2 pink ones and we'll do a purple one. So I'm going to do 2 different colours. So I'm using my pink. So on here I'm using my quick drying, and then we'll use a purple one. So I love the individual letters because you can do different colours to what you want, and we can stamp them down. Actually, what I should have used on here, Joe, thinking about it, but it doesn't matter, because what I am going to do is I'm going to bring in my clear sparkle pen. So if you've got anything like this, we can then just add a little sparkle to the top. But if you was to use your Harmony ink pads, which are your water reactive, you'd be able to blend that colour because it wouldn't be dry. So just add in that sparkle over the top. Just makes it more of a celebration, doesn't it? A little bit of sparkle.
Oh, celebrate with a sparkle. What better way to celebrate? Laura Parker says on YouTube, I just love you, Debbie Fisher. She says, sorry if I misspelled your first name. She says, you and Joe together are just so fun and so funny, so thank you.
Oh, that's
more than
so
welcome.
lovely. We
How
have
lovely.
the best crafters out there, Joe, don't we?
Really
I
do
always
have
think
best
they
fans.
say the nicest things. We're so lucky that they all join us for our shows now, because we love it. I mean, it's so lovely. And that's not just us on TV. We have a whole background of people that are amazing. So, yeah, we're very, very
of people
lucky.
that get us here and make us look this fabulous, Debbie.
I know, absolutely. I always say that. It's everyone else that makes me fabulous.
We got the easy bit. We just get to have a bit of a natter and a gossip and do some
absolutely.
crafting. You know, we've got it easy.
Absolutely. Me and Joe are the worst for gossip.
We really are. We love a gossip. Especially
Love a gossip,
The more
yes.
salacious, the better, I say.
Absolutely. So what I've done with these ones, as you can see, I've just popped them. Let's get her name right, in the right order. And then we've got, she's not 81. Otherwise, there's something very wrong there, isn't there? I'll be Benjamin Button. So what we've got here is all our words and numbers, and all I've done is use some little thin ribbon, so sort of 3mm ribbon, and just secured that onto the back of them. So we're going to pop that to the side, and then I'm going to bring in, we've got some Centura Pearl on the show, so I'm just going to use some of our Centura Pearl, and then I've used some of those beautiful nesting dies just to create a little topper, and we've also then used the paper pad as well. Now I'm going to bring in my tape pen, because that's going to be my quickest and strongest glue that I can use on my box. So I'm just going to pop that onto my ties, and actually just before I stick this together I will just measure it, because I know someone might ask. So it's a 7-inch box, so 7-inch square box, and then I'm going to do the same with the base. And all you need to do is use one of our scoreboards, either the Big Score or the Score Master, and score them on the base and the lid side, just to create really whatever size box you want. Oh, we've got to our silver bit on the end, Joe, so let me just grab another
Debbie
piece.
was it Debbie? Yeah, it was Debbie on Thursday. Oh my word, she went through 6 tape pens she finished on Thursday.
6?
I'm sure it was 6.
Do you know what it is?
Right old mare.
Do you know what it is though, Joe? With Debbie, she uses loads at one time.
She does.
Yeah, where I just stick to one until it's run out.
You tell her, Debbie. You tell her.
I'm going to tell her. So Debbie, if you're listening, you stick to one and then you won't run out so much.
There you are. She wasn't happy.
But actually, saying that, Joe, it might have not been Debbie, because it could be a case that we do have them in the studio. I bring in my own, but we have them in the studio, and Joe does pinch them. Yes, so
I love a tape pen.
they've all got, everyone uses them, so it's probably maybe 6 on the go, and everyone's using them, so they're all going to finish at one point, aren't they?
They all finished. They're all new now after Debbie was here. Don't you worry about that. Lots of people still talking about their phobias. Rosalind says, I don't like riding next to large tractor trailers. Saw one take out a whole line of cars during a flash storm once.
Wow.
Oh, that sounds a bit 13, doesn't it? Or Final Destination. Ruth Carpingen. I'm terrified of trees that meet over a road to form a tunnel. That's a new one on me. Do you know what I mean by that, Debbie?
I wasn't listening, Joe. I'm just going to be totally honest there. I don't know why I was concentrating on the box.
Not
then.
me, obviously. Sam says, I can't, oh no, that's a different one, sorry. Ruth says she's terrified of trees that meet over a road to form a tunnel.
Oh.
It's a new one. Sam cannot stand to see rocking chairs rocking with no one sitting in them. So, you know, if you're in a chair and then you get up and walk off and it just rocks on its own. Yeah, I mean, that's not a nice one. Michelle says, hi, could I ask, where is the banner die cut from that is on the picture on the front of the set? It is in the Celebration Essentials. It is this one just here. that one there. And if you want to go for that on its own, $19.99 or $24.95, it is available. Of course, it's coming included in that big bundle as well. So make sure you grab that. I hope that answers your question. Michelle loving the balloon collection. Kathy C says, used my clear sparkle pens yesterday, absolutely love them. Mary says, Debbie Fisher, that is how I spell my daughter's name. Kiara, many people Kyra. Oh, she's a Kyra or Kiara? Now I'm confused because it's
I know,
you know how you know why I'm confused, don't you? If it's Kyra, say it's option A, Mary. If it's Kiara, tell me option B.
You could just put, yeah, it's hard. If it's Kyra, it'd be Kyra.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? And actually, the
is.
only reason it's quite strange because with Kyra, I was very poorly in the last weeks of my pregnancy. So I was in hospital for a few weeks, and actually got really friendly with another lady in there, and her daughter was called Kyra, who was, I think she was about 16, and I just thought, oh, what a lovely name, because we actually had Lily for if we'd had a girl.
Okay.
But
Lily's also lovely.
But when she was born, she didn't look like a Lily, Joe.
Right.
Do you know how just some
like
babies
a baby, not a lily.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really strange. She just really didn't look like a lily. And then I sort of said at the time, well, what about Kyra? That's what this lady's name was called, her daughter was called. And that's what we ended up calling her, was Kyra.
Where's it from, do you know?
No, and that's how she spelt it. So I went with that
Right.
as that spelling. It was only afterwards I thought, oh, I really do wish I'd spelt it different. But actually, she's never minded getting called anything. When we're ever out, she gets called Kiara and Kira. And I say, why don't you say to people what it is? And she says, well, I don't mind what I'm called.
Call me what you like, that's what I say.
Yeah.
I really like knowing the heritage of people's names, especially surnames as well. Mine, Remblance, is actually from the Pacific. So it's like Fijian Samoan heritage. I know. But yeah, but there's something that happened about 3 generations back on my dad's side of the family, which means that I think someone, naughty things happened out of wedlock, and I think it means that we can't trace it back any further on my dad's side. So we're not too sure. It's a mystery.
Well, I wanted to sing then. I was going to sing, Joe.
Were you?
It's a mystery.
We'll have to pay the royalties, and they'll take it out of our wages, Debbie. You don't really take it out of our wages. We don't sing for your sake and ours. Very busy on the alphabets and numbers at the moment. They're the details that are on your screen at the moment. Perfect for personalisation and perfect for creating your own sentiments as well that you might want to too.
And there we go.
That is really delicate, that, Debbie.
Oh, chucking it away then. But it's just another nice little idea of creating something totally different and a keepsake as well for someone, which is amazing.
It really is absolutely gorgeous. £34 or $55. Loads of you still sending me in images, which I absolutely love. Oh, it's a cat in a Christmas tree skirt. What's not to love? From Terry. I love that. I love it is a Christmas tree skirt, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I think I need a skirt for my Christmas tree this year. I don't want it to have a naked lower half. Lynn Harvey's done this one. Oh, I love this. Look, bringing in that rose gold collection there. How awesome is that, Debbie?
That looks beautiful. I absolutely love that. What a great memory thing to get. Wow, that's amazing.
Things that happened in the year they were born underneath is what we think that is. That's a really great idea. Really, really awesome. Another one from Lynn as well. Some really lovely, delicate ones here from Lynn. It's a girl. It's a really lovely little new baby girl. A new baby girl pop-up box. Jarmaine's dog is having none of this dress-up malarkey. Look at that. It's got a lion on its head. I was just lying here, and all of a sudden there was a. They don't get any better, the jokes. Sorry, guys. Vicky sent us in a picture of a pussycat as well. Check that out. Laying that is literally a candid photo from me in Tenerife. That's how I feel, laying on a sun lounger in the sun, soaking up all of those rays, which is awesome. Right, I want to whiz you back through that large collection because it's getting really, really busy now. And this masterclass, of course, I know lots of you already own this collection and sending us lots of pictures in. If you did want to grab it, then you can. Everything's available individually as well. So the best way to get the best value is to go for that big bundle, but individually, everything also available too. There is your essentials, which is awesome. Then we move into our sentiments. So you've got love, you've got birthday, and what you've got, of course, then are all the stamps which then go with it to customise your sort of whole project. If you've got friends, so you're my best, special. The party one I absolutely love. It's got that faux enamelling on there. Can you see that gorgeous triple embossing? There. Oh, I'm really struggling to catch the light today. There it is. There it is. Look at that. It's shiny. You've also then got happy. There is baby. You've got thanks in here. And you're also going to receive congrats as well. Really lovely. You're going to have the whole full collection. What you're also getting in there as well, of course. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not it. You're going to get the glitter, which is awesome. So we've got that glitter card for you. One bit's fallen over. Dare I try and retrieve it? Oh, honestly, it's like The Mummy Returns is how this feels. I don't know why. Let me just get that from there. Oh. Guys, it's tense, right? It's like The Cube. I'm expecting Philip Schofield to pop out any second. Let's just pop that into there. Oh, okay. That was all right. That wasn't as bad as we thought it could be. If you know how clumsy I am, you'll have been expecting that to all fall over. What you're also getting there, as of course, is that gorgeous paper pad as well, which is brilliant. So you've got the lovely florals, you've got those kind of backgrounds, some patterns, and you've got some really lovely sort of celebratory images in there as well, which I think is just absolutely awesome. Yes, so make sure you grab that. Details for that on its own individually are along the bottom of the screen. Can I just give you the details for something else as well? Something that I know you guys are going to love, and I think it might be soon your last chance to get hold of them. It's the Spectrum Noir Tricolour Aqua Markers. They were so busy. We're down to the last 3 collections now. They are awesome. So they are our they're basically the same as our aqua markers, so our watercolouring markers, but what they've been done is they've put in one pen, you've got 3 colours, and then they've all been put together and curated to work together. So the basics is this one that I've got just here. So if you have a look then, this is the first pen, this is the second pen, this is the third pen. So in the basics, you get the warm primary. So what you've got is colours then that are all going to blend into each other perfectly. But then also within the packs, you've got other colours that work beautifully and are complementary colours. So you've also got the cool primaries in here and the complementaries as well. Then what you've got is the essential neutral, and the value's awesome as well here, guys. When you consider you're getting 9 colours for $9.99 in each of these. This one here is your earthy natural, your essential naturals. It's your earthy natural, your rich natural, and your grey natural. And the other one we've got in stock at the moment is the floral meadow as well. And in the floral meadow, I'll try that again. Floral meadow. Got a friend's dentures in. You're going to get the bright floral, the warm fiery, and the fresh verdant as well. They are so awesome. If you want to see more on those, go back to not the last Colour Me Happy, so on Friday. Go back to the one before that with myself and Leanne. And you'll be able to see lots of that. So yeah, do grab those. Very busy. I know we're down to the last of those now. They were an exceptionally busy launch when we launched them. We will of course get them back in the future, but I don't know how long of course that will be. Lots of you are still talking about, did Mary get back in touch with me? She didn't yet. Lynn says as well, thanks Joe and Debbie for your comments about my cards. You're more than welcome, Lynn. They are absolutely gorgeous. Christine says, sorry, I have 6 of these paper pads here, not 5. Getting 6 more at least. Christine is going for it today. I love it, Christine. Nikki D says, I don't have any phobias. I was able to take 3 life mice by the tail and remove them from inside my friend's car. By the way, they really do squeak. LOL. I'm all right with mouse and mice. I'm fine. Rats, on the other hand, no, thank you. Somewhere else where I used to live, Peterborough, honestly, they were size of dogs. They're like Jack Russells running around, some of them. Not nice at all. Brownie's Craft says, I love your top, Debbie. I love your top as well. It's really lovely.
Oh, thank you very much. Very plain, actually. I'm normally a bit of a pattern girl, but I've gone for plain today.
I love it. It's like a biscuit colour. It really
it is like a biscuit colour. Now it's made me hungry. Thanks, Joe.
I know. I'm thinking, oh, I could do with a biscuit. Maybe a custard cream or a bourbon. Yes, please.
I think mine would have to be a chocolate digestive.
If I got time at the end of the show, I'll tell you a really interesting story about biscuits and the North East. There you go. It's something to stay tuned for.
We were talking about biscuits the other day. I think there must be a pattern. It was biscuits and cookies because in obviously America it's cookies and biscuit, and then we got onto all sorts, Joe, about scones and scones and all sorts, yes. So, but anyway, let's talk happy thoughts. We're going to use our happy stamp with our happy die and our happy balloons. So what I've done here is I've put on my, I've put anniversary. I quite like the fact with this one. It's probably the most versatile because happy birthday, anniversary and new home. So you've got all sorts of different ones. You've also got many stamps at home. So like your weddings and anniversaries. So this happy one will go with lots of things you've already got in your stash. So what I've done is I've just placed my card onto my stamping platform, the anniversary down, just pop my magnets in place, and then I will stamp them down. And then we can use our, I'm going to go in with my quick drying ink and use this to stamp up. So I'm using the fuchsia. As you've probably noticed, I'm a bit of a pink girl, so I always tend to go for pinks. I need to try and get myself off of that, Joe, and start using different colours. Why do you though?
I think if you do you, hun. If you love pink, you go for pink.
That's very true, but I mean, we like to see versatility, don't we?
Don't let the love of another define you, and don't give your pink away, Debbie. You hang on to that pink.
I think I might, Joe. Yeah, I do love a pink. Yeah, definitely a pinky girl. Actually, someone asked me what my favourite colour was the other day, and I don't know about anyone else, but colours, I think you have a favourite colours for different things. You know, so I wouldn't use pink in home decor. So, which is strange, and I wouldn't want a pink car either.
I would love a pink car though. Do you know there is actually a thing? There's a collector, people that own pink cars in the UK, and they are all in a club, and they have the pink car rally every year. They go from like one side of the country to the other, all in their pink cars.
Oh, I need to be at that rally.
And I only know this because a girl that I used to work with, she owned a pink car, and she used to go on the pink car rally. And I think it was for like breast cancer care or something like that, one of the charities.
Wow.
And they had a pink car rally. All these girls, and a few guys in their pink cars whizzing around. I can imagine you'd be like Lady Penelope in your pink car.
I would love to be.
Would.
Oh, I would love to be Lady Penelope. I'll have the scarf and wrap it around my neck. Right, what we're going to do now, Joe, we're going to use our die, which... it's in there. I was getting too ahead of myself. So I didn't have a piece of the glitter cardstock that's coming with the main bundle that you're getting. So I'm just using some gold glitter card, but they just cut beautifully well. Now, the reason that I'm cutting this out first on its own is because I want to do a sort of background shadowing. So we're just going to cut this one out, and then I'm going to use the same die, but we're going to cut it in the pink that we've just stamped out. So that's our first one done. And even through glitter card, I mean, look how amazing that looks. It's just beautiful, cuts gorgeously, even those small bits in between. It's a really lovely die. So if you just want to do that in your glitter cardstock, you're going to be able to do that without any stamping at all. And then we're going to use our stamp die, stamped image to place that over the top. And then we're going to I just want to take some of my double-sided tape just to pop into place. It's not double-sided tape at all, is it? I don't know why I said that, Joe. Low-tack tape, there we go. Get there eventually. Pop that onto my Gemini plates and run that through.
Kirsty Hingston wants to know, what is the best ink to use so I can colour in with it? Ink pad, I think she means. What is the best ink pad to then pick up and to be able to colour things in with?
So if you are colouring in with alcohol markers, you need our Finesse alcohol-proof pad, and if you are colouring in with anything that's watercolours, so maybe our sparkle pens or our new aqua pens, anything like that, then you will need to use the Spectrum Finesse watercolour proof. So it says what it says on the tin. You will be able to find them on the web. Right, so what we're going to do here, Joe, is what I've already done is I've popped some string on. So, because obviously it takes that little bit of time just to pop all the strings on, so it's nice to get them all ready. And then I've got my happy for the back. So what we could do, we could shadow on the top, which looks fabulous, looks really great just doing that on the top. But I just want to show you a really quick and easy way of shadowing in a slightly different way. So if we cut through the whole die, and I'm just going to, you know, you don't need to be neat with this. I'm just going round, because then what we can do is I'm just going to take this bit here. I'm going to get my tape pen, and we're just going to pop some tape on the back. and then we can split the die. I love this effect because it really does look like you've shadowed the whole die, because then on the top piece we can then place this part. Oh, my strings are getting in the way there. Let's just move them. So getting that gold at the top. So that's what you would normally have, but you wouldn't get the bottom bit. So then we can then pop this bit on the bottom and we can get that same effect, but a much bigger illusion of the shadow. And there we go, popping that onto there. So it just gives us a better shadow of our die just by splitting that in half.
Debbie, have you got a favourite occasion to make cards for?
I think birthday is definitely, I think that's everyone's, isn't it? It's one of those occasions. It's probably because we make the most of them, so we have the most ideas. But I do love a good wedding card. Gotta love making a wedding card. Yeah,
not many weddings at the moment.
There's not many weddings at all.
But imagine how many fabulous weddings there's going to be, hopefully next year.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be wall-to-wall weddings, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so much so. Yeah, so much so. Right, so this is slightly different. It's a different take on a gatefold card. So if you imagine making a gatefold card, this one is 6 inches by 6 inches. You would score it in half at 3 inches. So that would be your card blank. Fold that back and you've got this part. But actually, I'm going to make this into a completely different easel card, because what we're going to do is I'm going to use, this is going to be the base of my easel. So if I turn this round, this is going to be your stand-up easel part. So it's a totally different. Sometimes it's nice, especially on a masterclass, to be able to show something different. We're going to use this bit as our stepper, and I'm going to just grab that anniversary that we've stamped here and pop that on the front. So let's just, again, using the tape pen, popping that onto here. And I've used, just in case you're wondering what papers I've used, this one is from the Sarah's Garden of Love collection.
Awesome.
But you know, you're getting that beautiful paper pad, so don't forget to use that one. And then I'm just going to grab my tape, foam tape, and as we're using this as our stopper, I'm just going to pop the strips of foam tape along there.
Well, I love working here at Crafty Companion, Debbie, but I feel like we need to go and work for Mary Kay Cosmetics, you know.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Because apparently pink cars in the US are Mary Kay Cosmetics top salespeople. They would be given a pink Cadillac. I always used to love to see them drive by. Maybe we need like a purple Prius or something working here at Crafty Companion. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, could you imagine that? Oh, can we have purple cars?
Yes.
So this time what I've done is cut out a piece of cards, just bring that down a little bit so you can see it. You're going to stick this onto this bit here. So when that shuts, can you see? It's like a completely different easel card, but this time you would stand it up by popping it there. So we're going to place that over the top. So I'm just going to use my tape pen to secure that into place on the top. I love the idea though. I'm saying I wouldn't have a pink card.
So Mary Kay, for our UK friends, is like a lot like Avon, I think. You know, like a home sort of sales
I thought
thing.
Mary Kay was cosmetics.
Yeah, cosmetics, but like a bit like
Avon,
Avon
yeah, I
kind
don't
of way.
think of Avon as cosmetic, but you're right, it is,
Yeah,
isn't it? I would
Avon's
think
a
of
lot of
sort of bath products, and but it is, yeah. In fact, they do a bit of everything, don't they, Jo? Now clothing and bags and accessories. So yeah. Yeah, do all sorts now. So I am then going to use this to higher up. So again, let's bring in that foam tape, pop that onto that middle section and pop that into place.
Liz says, I'm stamping and cutting this happy die just now. I sometimes struggle getting the die lined up right. Any tips, Debbie?
The die lined up right to the balloon stamp, yes. Well, my biggest tip on that is if you do have trouble, do what I do and die cut it first, then stamp it.
Just do it the other way around. There you are. I hope that helps, Liz.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to do that, because it's sometimes, especially when you've got a block die, and I think that's what's sometimes difficult, and I mean a block die as in you can't see through it. So you can't, it's harder to line up and get the exact sort of measurements through each side. But if it's any consolation, was that Liz, did you say?
It was.
If it's any consolation, Liz, I'm going to show you that we all do it, because if I bring this one in, which I did earlier, I've got more white along the top to the bottom, so I don't always get it right either. So please don't worry, it doesn't really matter. Actually, want to do that a little bit higher. So in fact, that doesn't matter. I've got a finished one that I can show you. So I'm going to glue that, stick that together, cut that bit off, and then pop that into place. So that creates
I've not seen that style before.
Yeah, it's just I just thought it'd be nice to have a play with different ones that we can do. So bringing this one in, and you can see.
I love it with that foiling as well.
Yeah, it looks really cool, doesn't it? And just a really nice, unique way to do a different stepper card there.
Really, really gorgeous.
Yeah,
Absolutely love that. Yolanda says she would love a purple car. I mean, they're out there. I've definitely seen purple cars out on the road.
Yep.
Laura's got a new car and it's gold. It's a gold car. His name's Jasper, apparently. Jasper the Golf. Is that what we're calling him? Jasper Carrot Gold.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Mine's called
Carrot Gold. I got it. Sorry, I was thinking, well, Laura, carrots are orange. I don't want to burst your bubble, but I get what you mean now. Yeah, I get what you mean. Loads of you still been sending pictures in to us, which we adore. Look at Milo and Mia. Oh, hello. Oh, Mia looks like a lovely old lady. Oh, I love those two. Pam sent those, and how cute is that?
Oh, it's a beautiful picture. Beautiful dogs, Pam.
Max and Riley we've got as well in there. Max is in his sweater, as is Riley. Rianne has sent that one in to us. Pam, Pam's got a menagerie. Look, she's got a horse. Miss
Wow.
B. I really love horses. I know some people are a little bit scared of them.
Oh no, I love horses.
I love them. Liz has also sent this one in. She's crafting along with the show. How awesome is that? It's looking lovely, lovely little crafty setup you've got just there. So really awesome. Loads of you chatting away still. Right, I want to remind you of, again, just those pens. It's got very busy on them since I showed them to you. And I know that Debbie has got a little demonstration planned on these. So these are our tricolour pens. Now, they are specially curated colourways to work together, and they are in essence the same as our tri-blend markers, is whereby you've got 3 aqua markers in one pen basically, which is awesome. Now what we've got 3 different options available for you. So you've got the basics. Now within the basics you've got the warm primary. That one pen has 3 colours, so it has flame red, sunflower and marine. You're going to get the cool primary with the rose red, the daffodil and the azure blue, and you'll also get the complementary, and that's got the amber, the alpine green and the orchid. So basically these individual 3 colours, they blend together seamlessly, and then they're all complementary colours that all work well together. So if you are fairly new to watercolour or to colouring in general, you know you've got something that's going to work immediately for you. You've then got your essential neutrals. That's got the earthy neutral, which contains chestnut, desert and also the topaz. The rich naturals, which gives you burgundy, tan and sepia, and then finally the grey naturals, which gives you the slate, the flint and the bark as well. One other option for you as well, they're all available individually. You've got floral meadow with a bright floral, that's rose pink, jasmine and tulip. Warm fiery gives you gold, crimson and sunset, and then fresh verdant gives you bud green, meadow and verdant green as well. They are absolutely awesome. They have been so incredibly busy since we launched them, which is fantastic. I also want to remind you as well of the alphabet numbers, because these are proving super busy. These are both popular individually and as a collection. I wouldn't get them individually though. I'm going to say that because, well, £24.99 each is what you're looking at if you're in the UK. So for an extra, what, £9, you get the other set. So you pay £24.99 for one set, you pay £9 for the second set. I mean, if you're in the club, that's going to go even lower. You're going to need £7 off of that in the club. In fact, yeah, you're going to get that for what? Oh, in the club, come on, Joe, quick math. You're going to get it for like about £27.40, something like that. £27 there or thereabouts, which is awesome. You're basically paying for one in the club and getting 2, which is brilliant. So make sure you grab those while I still have them. They are very busy as well at the moment, so do grab those. Loads of you still chatting away, lots of you still sending pictures in as well, which we absolutely love. Remember, this isn't the only show today. We've got another fabulous show coming up. I love our latest show on a Sunday at 4 p.m, always of course Second Chance Sunday, which is basically us giving you a second chance to get loads of deals from the last couple of weeks, and we bring back your favourites, our favourites as well. It's a really, really fantastic opportunity for you to shop maybe some of the deals that you've missed over the last couple of weeks, and it's absolutely chock-a-block full. I'd say definitely, go and maybe shop ahead actually as soon as this show is done. If you ever want to get ahead of the shows and see what's coming out maybe today, I mean, I can't tell you that the deals are live tomorrow. You can always do that. And the best way to do it is go to our website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Along the top, you'll see lots of different headings. One of them says offers. Click offers, and then you get all the show titles come up. So click Second Chance Sunday, and that'll take you forward to that next show. And then obviously, once this show's finished, the next one will appear on the home screen ready for you as well, which is brilliant. Loads of you still chatting away. Keep getting your questions into me as well, and I'll pop them across to Debbie as we go through the show. What are you going to share with us next then, Debbie?
Yeah, so I'm going to go I wanted to use some watercolour card, and I wanted to bring in the tri-colour aqua markers, because these are incredible. What I love about them is all the hard work has been took out of deciding what colours to use. What I love about these tri-colours, we are the only people that I know of on the market that have done pens with 3 completely different colours that blend effortlessly in the same colour families, and I love that. So you don't have to think of what colours go to what. You know, where sometimes we always say be careful how you blend, because you'll just end up with a muddy colour, and you know, some colours don't blend well together. All these pens, every single one in the collection, you will find they all blend beautifully together. So what we're going to do is, first of all, start off, well, in fact, what I will do is I'm going to cut out just some letters first of all, and then we're going to show how we can use them to paint on our markers. I've lost a letter there, but I'm trying to find, I can't even see it. Let's have a look.
What are you after?
I'm after a J, and actually,
J there.
yeah,
J
but
next
it's
to the
because
K.
it's near. It's because they look the same, but the other way round. So it's the J. So I was just trying to work out that's the one. So that's. No, it's the other one.
Oh, what you like.
I couldn't even work them out, Joe, because they looked identical. Let's just do a couple of letters. We're fine there. And then we'll do our background. So what I love about this is we can use our pen. So I'm going to start off with my yellow, and we're just going to do a watercolour. I mean, look how vivid this colour is, which is amazing. I'm just going to bring in a watercolour brush for quickness. Oh, get that off. And then we're just going to go in and add water to this yellow. So what this yellow is going to do then is spread that yellow across the card. So they're just really nice to use, nice and easy to do. And you just, and that's all you have to do, scribble some down, use your water to bring it into play. Then what we can do is then bring in our blue on the other side. And I'm going to just put a bit on this side, because when you start blending these two in, you're going to find that you can then get a different colour. So you can actually bring in that green then. So I'm doing this really quickly, but you can see the more you sort of go over it with your water, the more that's just going to blend in. So, and I didn't have a pot of water to hand, so I'm just using a water brush. So let me find a piece of tissue just to put that on there. Get rid of that colour, and then on the opposite side we can then bring in our red, and that's just going to blend with our yellow. Again, bringing in some water, and this time when you start to bring this in, you're going to create that orange. So once you start blending all these colours in together, you can then trim your card down to size and get these really unique sort of blends of your different colours that go into that. So if I just bring in my card here, so and then trim it to size. So this one I haven't got so much water on, so you can see I put lots of water on that because that's how I have a water brush. I would definitely recommend just using a normal brush, dip it into water, and then use tissue just to blot it down. So because if you use a lot of water, it looks, I mean, you can get a really nice background out of that, but different effects if you're not using so much water. So a really nice one to use. Grab myself some tissue so we can just clean up our mess there.
Alan says these tri-blends make her look like a professional.
Yes.
Shirley as well, she just received them yesterday, so she's hoping to have a play with them today. I hope we've inspired you to crack them out, Shirley.
Absolutely. So what I have done, so what you can do is if you scribble some of your colour down onto here, so I haven't cut it, I didn't cut those out, did I? But I'm just going to bring in the ones that I've done. So I've created some here, and you can literally just, I've done it all in blues and done let's do a blue one. If you just bring in your water, add your water to that, you can then paint on these and get your different, which you get different then effects onto there. So you can actually paint your letters as well. I do love the alphabet ones. If you can, go for both, because you will be able to combine both of them together by using those words and those letters. And then what I'm going to do is just create this card front. So I've just used some black card. We're going to mat and layer that down, just bring it in. For this, I'm just going to bring in my all-purpose glue. So anyone that's got any of our glues, they're all going to work well for any of these techniques. So this is the glue that Leanne says is the best glue in the world. She loves the Kalau all-purpose. It has wiggle room, so if you don't do that straight, you can manoeuvre it about and have time to position it. You also don't get any stringy sort of glues, because if you push down on the end, if you do find there's a little bit of wetness, you rub it away and the glue will just come away.
Oh, awesome.
And then we're just going to pop this bit here. All I would say is don't use Kalau all-purpose on anything that's coated. So if you've got glitter card, mirror card, Centura Pearl, this is a solvent-based glue and it dries like concrete, which is amazing. But you do want it to, you don't want it to take off the surface of your coated cardstock.
If you want to learn more about glues as well, Leanne recently did a glue school over our birthday event, which you can go back and watch anytime over on the Crafters TV section of the Crafters Companion website. So go pop yourself back there. And also remember, if you loved any of these shows, you'll always find them there on the website. Pretty much every single Crafters TV show we've ever done is living right now over on the website. So you can go back and they're all organised by category and show title. So there's a whole library of fun to be had.
So this time I've got a name called Jordan. So this is my son. So now I've done it in these lovely colours.
Is he about to be 29?
He's just turned 29.
Oh,
yes.
See, I thought you were, just doing your personal crafting on work time. I thought you were just, making a birthday card. You're just going to send it after the show.
I could do it, couldn't I? They're just cards that I made for my son, well, my son and daughter, because it's their birthdays. And I just thought it'd be nice to recreate them, because I'd use the balloon stamps and dies. So
how long does it take to get a birthday card to Mexico?
Well, I do have to do it it takes a long time. They live in a place called Torreon, so it's not like any main place in Mexico. So it probably takes a good 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
That's how long it seems to take to get to them.
My word, you've got to be organised, haven't you?
Yeah, totally. But I thought it'd be nice, because the colours here are sort of very Mexican, aren't they?
They are
sort of really bright and vibrant, and more so because he's 29. So again, you wouldn't be able to go out and buy a 29th birthday card. Now, what I love about these as well, you actually get these, which are fabulous. I love all these little stems that you get from the little balloons, so we can pop them underneath, so you don't have to actually pop any of any string. You don't have to add any string. You're actually getting these in your dies. Yeah,
really
all die cut for you. Oh, I've used the wrong one. I thought I picked up my dotty one. I'm using the dotty one because it doesn't show any of the glue bits through. The dots will only stick to where you want them. So popping that on there.
Alison says she loves a good rainbow effect. She absolutely loves it. Yolanda says as well, what a lovely card Debbie has made here. She has made, of course. She's very talented, Debbie,
Oh, thank you.
Crafty
but
celebrity.
Do you know what it is though, Joe? I don't think I'm more talented than anybody else out there, because everything does the good work for you. You don't have to be an expert in this field anymore, because we do the most amazing products that make you look like a professional crafter straight away. And that's the best thing that you can do. And if you want to do more advanced, you can do that. You can just add more things to it, use different things in your crafty stash. The one thing I love about Crafters Companion, everything works with everything else. So whatever you've bought in the past is going to coordinate nicely. It's not a surprise that all these things work together. We have a very talented design team and go all out for creating just amazing products that we bring you.
Yeah, absolutely they do. Tall Cheeky 8 says such a fun, bright and cheerful card. I was going to tell you a story, wasn't I, earlier about biscuits. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, yes,
So I went all the way to Florence, right, and there was a very famous leader of the Italian army back in the day, and he was called Garibaldi. And I was there with a friend that also works here in the Northeast. And I thought, that's surely not the same Garibaldi that we have a biscuit named after in the UK. I thought it just can't be. So anyway, we learned all this stuff about Amadeus and Garibaldi and all these people of, in the Italian military. Anyway, Googled it. Turns out Garibaldi visited, the actual army general, visited Tyneside, and after his visit, I think it was North Shields he visited, they named a biscuit after him in his honour, and now we've got Garibaldi biscuits. There you go, I know. You'll get that in a quiz one day and you'll think of me and thank me. That looks absolutely gorgeous, Debbie.
There we go. So just nice and bright, vibrant. The great thing with the alphabets and the numbers is that you can totally personalise. And that's an amazing thing that we can do in craft these days.
It looks absolutely gorgeous. If you want to get those alphabets, £34 or $55. You guys are knocking it out of the park today with the pictures. I must say, you've sent more photos in for me. Maureen Isherwood, look at that cheeky little pupster. Pippin, that is. Does anyone remember the Pippin the Flying Dog?
Oh, I love that.
Is that what it was called? Come Outside. And there's the woman in the aeroplane and she had the dog called Pippin. Oh, it was so good. Thank you for sending that one in to us, Maureen. That is absolutely awesome. Check out this cheeky chappy here. Melissa Newby sent this one in to us. Oh, a dog in a camping chair. I mean, he doesn't get more cosy. Look at Rosie and Ralph. Oh, is Ralph a staffy and is Rosie a boxer? I think that's what they are. They're gorgeous. They really, really are. Oh, and the cats in... I feel like we could have a whole day of celebrating cats in boxes. Lynn Harvey sent in a picture of her cat in a box as well. Looks very, very cosy. Maybe we could get a cat edition of Brenda made just for cats, you know. What would it be called? I don't know. We'll work on a name. Don't you worry. Right, I want to recap a few different items for you. The celebration, essential sentiments. Lots of you going for this on its own individually. It is very, very busy on its own individually. If you want to grab it, it gives you these awesome, basically, they're like big embellishments, aren't they? What they are is the bit that's going to enable you to turn your alphabets and your sentiments into a full project. They sort of bridge the gap. $19.99 if you're in the UK, $24.95 if you're in the US. It's very, very busy on those at the moment. Also popular on its own individually at the moment is that paper pad as well. So you can see here with the paper pad, what you've got is a gorgeous 48 sheet paper pad, all in these lovely, vibrant, bright colours, perfect for all kinds of celebrations and birthdays, and it's just a lot of fun. I just think it really does make you smile. 12 by 12, 180 GSM that one as well, so great value for money there if you want to get it on its own. Now, if you're going for the big collection, you are going to get everything I've just shown you, and you're going to get all of these awesome sentiments as well at the same time, which is fantastic. And the glitter card. You've got Love, which is this one just here. Now, the great thing is what you've got your die cut element, which is going to cut you out that die cut sentiment. Then what you've got are the stamps, which enable you to customise that and turn it into a full project. So you've got Love, you've got Birthday. Birthday's very popular individually, by the way. You've also got Friend. Then you've got Parties. I don't have a board for Party, but that's what it's going to create for you. You've got Happy, very popular individually. Baby. Then you have Thanks in here. And last but by no means least, you've got Congratulations in there as well, which is fantastic. So you get all of that, £73 or $92, which is an awesome deal. Saving $27.89 in the UK. You're saving $35.45 if you're shopping here across in the US, I should say. You can also use your Club Inspired discount, of course, and of course Club Inspired is a great way for you to save even more. If you're not a member of Club Inspired, make sure you join because it doesn't cost you anything to join. Platinum members can get this for $58.40 or $73.60 today, which is awesome value for money. There, of course, all the different tiers of our fabulous club there for you as well. Shudai saying she loved the choice of colours in that last card. And Sue saying, Debbie, what paper did you use for the makers on the card, please? Makers? Makers? To make the card, maybe? Makers.
Well, it was watercolour card that I used because I use watercolour pens. Yeah, watercolour cards. So it's awesome. The best card you can use. But if you do have stamping card, Joe, stamping cards will be just as good as well for it. So,
Okay, brilliant. Right, I know we are fast running out of time, moving towards the end of the show, Debbie. What are you going to share with us next?
Yeah, so what we're going to do now, Joe, is I'm going to show you how we can stamp, but using a combination of colours. So I'm going to pop a piece of card on, just pop that into position, and then I'm going to bring in two of my favourite colours, and you'll know they're colours I always use, which is fuchsia and lemon tonic. So now these two colours blended together. Look, I know, but I'm only doing two, Joe, today, not a third colour.
I mean,
see, you know me well. Parakeet would have been the other one.
demoted into third place.
I haven't even used parakeet today.
Debbie, what is going on?
I know, terrible.
I am shook.
So what I am going to use though is I'm going to use my yellow first. Now always use, when you are mixing your ink pads, always use your lightest colour first because you won't contaminate. If I used my pink first, I would contaminate this. Not contaminate it so you would get that, it would stain it more than anything else. So what I am going to do is just use, now I'm going to use quite a bit of the yellow and just use some of the just a small piece on the end where I'm going to do the pink, because what I want to do is go over with the pink onto here. So this is a prime example. This pad has been used with purples and pinks, and the pink should have been used before the purple. So sorry, the purple, yeah, that's right, the pink should have been used before the purple.
Let's blame Sarah.
Yeah, it doesn't
She
really
doesn't get in
matter.
trouble, you see. Anyone else you blame, they could get in trouble. But Sarah, she's the boss. She don't get in trouble at all.
She's the boss. So we're just going to pop that in. Now, if you do
Love
use,
that effect.
Yeah, really nice. But what I didn't do actually, and I did in my demo, is I'm going to bring this one in. If you use your harmony ones, you can then mix them with water and blend the orange, and then it would make a completely different colour. I just realised as I was stamping them, but you'll forgive me for that. So we've got our congratulations, and I've already put that on our strings there. So that creates that front there. So the other thing I want to bring in, Joe, is this is one that I just absolutely, I love this set because you've got really big balloons, and this is the one I was saying earlier where when you stamp these, it really looks like those foil balloons that are really sort of poured in on those shapes. So they're really great ones to use. So we're just going to use one of those to show how we've got them. So just going to clean up my stamp just so we can take that off, and then pop our other one into. We've not got these stamps. I've just realised. You know what? I'm not going to do them.
Essential ones.
It's the other essential ones. I've actually got the other ones, so should we just use those?
Awesome. Yes,
yeah, let's change it out a bit. So I hadn't realised those ones weren't on, so not a problem.
Yolanda says, I just love your accent, Joe. Thanks, Yolanda. I think it's a bit of a. I think it's a bit of a.
Actually think you've got much
I think it's a bit nondescript now. I used to have an Essex accent. Shut up. I know. When I lived in Essex. What? Shut up. No way. You know what I mean? But then I moved away from Essex, and now I feel like I've got a bit of a. Sort of. I haven't picked up any Geordie. I have. You know what? Since I've been living back in Manchester, how long has it been? 2 or 3 weeks. There's little bits of accent that started to creep in. Like 20 is going a bit twetty now. Like there's no,
Sweaty.
They say twetty, twetty. What's the time? 20 past 3. So yeah, I've noticed that a little bit. So I'm just gonna keep it in check. So who knows? I'll come in talking like I'm in Oasis in a few weeks, won't I? In a Parker jacket, being all right, mad for it. That's the extent of my Mancunian accent. But yeah, I will. Yeah, thank you though, Yolanda, for the compliment. All the same, don't forget as well about the latest show that we've got coming out. And I've only got just over 15 minutes left on this show, but we've got that Second Chance Sunday show coming up for you in just over an hour as well. So you're going to be able to grab loads of fabulous stuff in that. And also, we've got a launch tomorrow with Sarah. I've also got a launch on Friday, Debbie, as well. The MIDI launches in the UK on Friday. It's going to be so exciting.
I know. I'm launching it on Create and Craft.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Have you got your hands on one yet?
Yes, I have.
They're great, aren't they?
They're amazing. And actually, people are probably wondering, because the MIDI is, it's like the Gemini Junior, apart from it's a manual machine. So it's quicker, and just if you want to go for a cheaper price point, it's ideal.
I feel like music should start playing when I do this.
Does something pop up? It's like you want something to pop out of it, don't you then?
There you go. Make sure you join me and Sarah for that. And we've also got the exploding boxes launching with that as well on Friday. That's going to be really fun. Diane says, Joe, you look like a professor in your glasses. What would I be a professor of? Eurovision and glitter
yes.
and show tunes. That's what I'd be a professor of. Oh, can you imagine the joy? Imagine coming to my, can you imagine coming to lectures? Me, I turn up. Hi! Oh, you wouldn't know what to do with yourself, would you?
Or Love Island, Joe.
Oh, not Love Island. No, I can't stand Love Island.
Oh, can't you? I'm
No.
really shocked at that.
Oh,
that's
I have
the
a real
first thing
issue
we're not
with it.
had in common then.
Yeah.
I love Love Island.
I have a real issue. I'm not going to get into it because you know.
Oh,
Let's move on.
We'll
Let's
have
just
that
move on.
discussion later,
We'll have that
Joe.
discussion later. I don't like Love Island for the same reason I don't like Take Me Out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just feel it's a little bit. I'm going to say it. I think it's a little bit misogynistic. There you are.
Oh,
so that's
he said it.
So,
He said it.
Controversial. Let's move on quickly before we get the complaints from Ofcom or something. That's my views and no one else's, obviously.
So look how cool these balloon stamps are. I absolutely love this. It really does show exactly how that balloon animal would be made when you're making it. All the highlights have been put in there for you, all those sort of knots. I just love it. It's a really beautiful, really cute little die. So I'm just going to place my dies over the top. These ones are a little easier to line up because they have a see-through part, so they're not solid like the word ones. You just place them over the top and then we can run them through to cut out. Just making sure I line that up right. And there we go. And then we can actually, I can probably fit those. Can I fit them? Oh, just won't fit. I should have done it a little bit smaller, but never mind.
We'll go through your MIDI
Oh,
though.
it would
no
go
problem
through your
whatsoever.
MIDI, absolutely. We don't want to show that, Joe, though, until people
we'll
can
get in
get their
trouble, won't we?
hands on it. So, but if anyone hasn't seen it in action, definitely stay tuned this week. And the exploding box dies are phenomenal. So yeah, you're going to absolutely love those. So taking those out. There we go. They cut out lovely. So everything about these are all just party, aren't they? Balloons are all about a party. They're all about celebrating and they look amazing. So look how those, I mean, they're just gorgeous. Love
Really
them. Very,
beautiful.
very cute. So we've got our congrats stamp here. So using those ones. And then what we're going to do is bring in, now look at these beautiful papers. Again, I've used
Gorgeous.
some of our nesting dies. All these papers coordinate beautifully. I love this background paper. You've got all those balloons in different patterns and different colours. The colourways on this pad is beautiful. I'm then going to use my tape pen just to pop this in place. So this is a sort of tunnel card or an aperture card. I'm just going to tell you the measurements just in case anybody is going to ask. So it's 11 inches by 6 inches. It's been scored at 2 inches and 2.5 inches and then 8.5 and 9 inches. And that will
Awesome.
give you your front part. And all you then need is a aperture die or a nesting die to go through the centre to create that centre part. And if you are interested in any, we've got some coming up in our 1 p.m. show.
4 p.m. show.
4 p.m. Sorry, this is the 1 p.m. isn't it?
It is.
I'm losing. It's because I was up so early, Joe. That's what it is.
Oh, you were up at the crack of dawn this
I
morning,
was up
weren't you?
very early this morning.
What time did you have to wake up to leave home this morning?
Well, I didn't need to really wake up until 6, sort
Right.
of 6, half 6, but I was up at 5.
Wow.
I think it's just, when you know you've got to leave early.
Yeah.
And although I knew the roads wouldn't be that busy, I was still worried about making sure I'd get here. But
Oh,
actually,
can you imagine if you'd not made it? What would it have been? I'd just been me.
just been you. You would have
Talking
had
for
to do
2
all
hours.
these demos. Yeah, you would have had
Poor
to do
things.
them all.
Would have been a lot of pictures of cats in boxes. That's what it would have been.
The demos would have been here, Joe. You could have coped.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that, Debbie. Let's hope we never get to that situation. It never happens.
Right, so let's pop some tape here. Pop that into place. And then what I do have is I've got this You Did It. So we're just going to pop these on and pop that over the top here. So it just sort of keeps your markings there out the way.
What is the bit in Mary Poppins? Is there a bit in Mary Poppins where they sort of, is it at the end, takes off on the balloons at the end? That's what it reminds me of. Oh, is it an umbrella? Or maybe I'm thinking of Up.
Yeah, it could be Up.
Up. Great film. Loved Up. It reminds me of that.
Yeah, it was
is it an umbrella
lovely.
she takes off on? Yeah. It's fabulous.
And then all we're going to do, Joe, I'm just going to bring in some extra bits here. So let's tie this onto the back. So we'll have our balloon. Oh, there we go.
Maybe James and the Giant Peach, he also flies off with balloons. I used to love reading Roald Dahl books as a child.
Yeah,
has anyone
me too.
has anyone tried reading Roald Dahl as an adult? Is it odd? Oh, according to Laura, it's a bit strange. Oh, okay. Danny the Champion of the World was my favourite Roald Dahl book. I love that one. So good. And obviously The Witches has just been remade, hasn't it? It's out now. Is it on Amazon or is it on Disney? I'm not sure. I think it's on one of those, yes. But it looks, it's had very mixed reviews amongst my friends, but I must give it a watch. Maybe we could watch a film later, Debbie.
Oh yeah, that would be good. Absolutely.
Heidi says, this is very arguable. Heidi says, Joe, you're the professor of interesting facts. Interesting, especially about language. Always a school day at CCTV. Well, we aim to educate, don't we, Debbie?
Absolutely. I think it's always an educational show, yes.
That's awesome. That looks absolutely beautiful. I love the paper pad in the aperture as well. It looks super, super awesome. And now remember, you can use your Club Inspire discount across absolutely everything we bring you, not just across the website, also here, of course, on Crafters TV as well. If you're new to us and you are not wholly familiar with all the details of Club Inspire, here's Sarah to guide you through them all.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
It's a fabulous club to be in. Make sure you join because, as Sarah said, it's totally free and it means that you get awesome benefits and even better deals, even juicier. I mean, the discounts are pretty juicy anyway. They get even juicier when you're in the club. Now, I want to recap for you the alphabets and numbers because they are actually your favourite. They are the heroes of the show in this masterclass show today. Remember, all of these techniques that you're seeing, all of these different ways of crafting will work across whether it's the sentiments or the alphabets that you're using. But the alphabets today are your faves. So remember what you're going to get. You're going to get A to Z, of course. And then what you'll also get is in this configuration, you're going to receive the numbers and the ordinals as well. And you get some little embellishing stamps in there. And you also get some sentiments too. Now, definitely go for them in this configuration because you can go for the numbers on their own. but they're £24.99. You can go for the alphabet on its own, it's £24.99. So if you're going for one, it's like you get the second one for an extra £9, which is a really, really great way of doing it and going for it, which is absolutely awesome. Now, I know we're running out of time, but Debbie is desperate to squeeze in one last quick demonstration before the end of the show. And who am I to stand in her way? That's what I say.
Anyone would think I was bossy, Joe.
Not at all.
Right, what I am going to do, we're going to cut out some letters. I just thought it'd be really nice to have a play with what we've got in the actual set here. So I'm using the numbers. I'm bringing in the numbers here, and I love this because we've got all these different embellishments. We've got this great paperweight. Do you know the little weights that you get on the end of the balloons? And I think they're the little things like that and the bows that we don't show. So I am just going to quickly do that. So no full demo here. I just thought it'd be nice to finish off just showing you some of those extra little bits that you get in there that we sometimes just forget about. So what I am going to do is we're going to cut them out first. So just grabbing myself a little bit of card, cutting that down, there we go, and then popping those in. So I've got a 16, I've got my little weight and a bow. So we're going to pop them on there and run them through.
You know what you could do? If you know any Instagram influencers and they hit 10K, you could make them a 10K card.
Yeah.
Couldn't you? 10,000 followers, how about that? We know someone like that. Next time, when we could make her an 11,000 card. When she hits 15, we're going to have to make her a special 12,000 is next, apparently. The lovely Laura runs a wonderful food blog over on Instagram.
Laura, I didn't realise that.
Give her a follow. Geordie Scran, it's called. Geordie Scran. And Scran is basically like a northeast word for food, yeah. She does a lot of restaurant reviews. I'm just not doing many restaurant reviews at the moment, granted. But it is a wonderful little account full of yumminess. Who doesn't need to, who doesn't need to stare at delicious buns and, gorgeous coffees and a whole host of different lovely things. Staring at delicious buns. Dolores is not that kind of account, Joe. You know what I mean. Cinnamon, the cinnamon variety. She's often got a cream horn on there.
Right, so I'm giving another little spray to my thing. We're going to come away from Joe, bless him there. So
I'm feeling a bit mischievous today. I don't know if you've realised, Debbie. I was in a really good mood when I came in. This morning I was singing, wasn't I?
Dancing.
I was listening to a lot of Kylie Minogue on the way in this morning.
That's what
so
it
I was
was.
driving
It was
around
Kylie,
the studio,
wasn't it, that did it?
Having a sing song. I feel like I don't know, the last couple of days, I feel like everything's got a bit more positive, I feel like the news is all upbeat, everyone's full of hope, and I feel like, I feel like we're all moving in the right direction again. So I'm in a great mood.
Do you know what it is, Joe? I think as well, I think we've got a bit used to this way of life. And we need to just adjust to it, don't we? So we make the best of it.
Absolutely, we do.
And who doesn't love a bit of Kylie? Come on.
I mean, none of us. The problem is that all of our US viewers no idea who Kylie Minogue is. She's not big.
I'm sure
do you know who Kylie Minogue is, Erin?
Absolutely.
Oh, Erin knows, so maybe people do know her in the US.
You might have offended
I take
her,
it back.
Joe.
I'm sorry. I mean, if Kylie's watching, she's going to be mortally offended that I said no one knew who she was in the US. Diane Cup says, thank you, Joe, for always brightening up our day. Oh, well, I try my best, Diane. I really, really do. I'm trying, some might say. Getting really busy as we all move towards the end of the show. Details on your screen there, of course, after that alphabet and numbers collection, which is really busy. Shall I give you a little bit of a sort of super song about what you might be expecting in that later show today as well? How about more alphas for you? Butterfly alphabet numbers, embossing, double-sided nativity. Oh yeah, nativity's going to be coming up. We've got over the edge for you. We've got spinners. I mean, it's like a little gold mine down here of crafty goodness. I've forgotten some stuff as well. Stitched, edged nesting die is going to be coming up for you as well. I mean, there's loads. You're going to have to make sure you join us. You can't miss the show. It's not an option. Got picnic boxes coming up for you as well. Absolutely loads. What a time to be alive. I love it. It's a super social Sunday. What are we going to talk about in our next show, Debbie?
Oh, so much we're going to talk about, Joe. We just need to work it out.
We just got to work it out. We'll work it out over some lunch in the break, I think.
So let's show this card then, Joe. So we've cut out those bits and stamped them, which looks amazing. But look how cute they look. So this little bit here, can you see? So that paperweight at the bottom, holding all those balloon stems and doing that sweet 16 sentiment card. I just love that. Just to have that little die in there that looks so real, a really nice and great way to do it. So absolutely love that one. And just being able to do all those personalised things. So shall we look at a few samples?
Yes, please.
Yes,
I know we've only got a
let's
couple
do
minutes
that.
left.
Yeah, I just want to show you that. So first of all, let's go over the numbers and the alphabet ones because they look amazing. I love this one. Anyone that loves their coloured backgrounds. I don't even know how this background's been done, but it looks amazing. But it looks gorgeous. But having those balloon stamps on there, these ones have been heat embossed like we did at the beginning. My favourite one, absolutely love this one. Use all those elements that you've got. So all those extra balloons, all those extra sort of strings and bits that you've got on there. They look really incredible. Again, there's that little now
Weight.
I've lost the word. So
Weight.
Yeah, the actual weight that holds the balloon stems in there. So they look really cool. And then we've got our best dad one there. So if you want to really personalise them, they look amazing. But then if you want to go for those sentiment ones, just a few of those, just to hold that one. I love this one. If we just bring that up like that, you can see all those extra balloon stamps, all the bunting. They look incredible. Just really, really lovely. We've got a party one then going on. All these sort of papers in the background come in that full set. They're just incredible, Joe. I love these. So full of fun. So happy. Happy stamps and dies.
Yeah, they really, really are. And I think you're going to absolutely love them. It's been really awesome. I hope you've enjoyed this masterclass as much as I have. I don't have long to wait for another fabulous show, though, remember. Make sure you check out your baskets, whether you're going for the alphabets and numbers, whether you're going for the sentiments, we're going to those awesome tricolours as well. Get yourself checked out, get your basket checked out, get the kettle on, pop in the kitchen, get a sandwich or something ready, and we will see you back here for another hour of another 2 hours. Joe, I shortchanged you there. Another 2 hours of fun in that 4 p.m. show here in the UK, which is 11 a.m. East Coast time. It is, of course, Second Chance Sunday. So we're going to get ready. We'll meet you back here in an hour's time. See you then.